Okay, guys, I have a question. You have been attending classes since a few months for navigation. So, how many of you think these classes are not updated or these classes are old?
I don't think so.
I
No,
don't
I
sir.
don't think so, sir.
I
I don't
don't
think
think
so.
so.
don't think so.
Okay. How many of you think these classes are the most perfect classes when it comes to aviation systems?
No doubt, sir.
No doubt,
Raise your
sir.
Yes,
hand.
sir.
Raise your
Agreed.
hand.
No
Raise
doubt.
your hand.
No
No
doubt.
doubt, sir.
No
No
doubt.
doubt.
Raise your hand. Okay. Here, this video I'm going to post it on YouTube. If you have a problem, you can be free. I will post that also and I will correct it. Okay. Again, anybody has anything which makes you think these classes are not updated.
Nothing like that, sir.
Like
Not
Okay.
at all.
So
Nothing, sir.
there was a Telegram channel in which somebody was claiming these classes were not updated. Now, the classes happen in three parts. One, the recorded class, then the homework, then everyday live class. This is how our classes will happen. So, recorded classes, like I have taken mostly the classes which are very perfect. Like, for example, if we take artificial horizon, that is from a batch which is like 2.5 years, and that class came out to be too perfect, because it also depends on the students. The student has to be active and keep asking me doubts. You understood? That interaction is what you get in the recorded classes. Clear? So it will not be latest, but it will be up and down. Second thing, if you see in between classes, every batch will get some updates. In the sense, there will be a new, like for example, we redid partial blockages of VSI, right? And then it was re-uploaded, right? So all these updates are there on the website. So you will also be entitled to get the latest batch. And from this batch to next batch, I will add maybe one or two more concepts. So whatever is new, it will always be added. So the classes are the most up to date, I will assume. Clear, everybody? Anybody
Yes,
has
sir.
a question on this,
Yes,
or
sir.
sir, you are lying or you are saying wrong? You can speak. So.
No,
There's
sir.
No,
nothing,
Nothing,
sir.
sir.
There's nothing
Nothing,
like
not
sir.
that.
at all.
Everything is
Nothing,
good.
sir. Nothing.
No,
Great.
sir.
I think so.
Agreed. Okay. Next thing. There are some people who attended other classes before my classes, and then now you are attending mine, right? So only those guys will answer this question. When compared to your previous classes, I'll give you options. My classes are good, same, equal, first option. Second option, five times good. Third option, 10 times good.
So I'll take a fourth option and I'll say it's 100 times good. Believe me, sir.
There is no comparison because honestly, if you have a person who's just reading the book, even we can also read the textbook rather
Yes.
than explaining the book. So there's no point in comparison. So yeah.
Yes. See, the point is because, it may be a paid review that is being sent into these Telegram groups or WhatsApp groups, or somebody might genuinely be who never attended my classes thinking the classes are not up to date. Anything as such, when there was a question on a group, I had to ask the real students who are attending the classes, what is your review? That is why I am putting out these questions here. Okay. Next. Here, when it comes to regulations, okay, I would like to brief about regulations. Yet regulations is all about memory. If I teach you 100% of regulations, I have to teach you about how to build airports, how to build runways, the regulations about what things cannot exist nearby runway, regulations about Airport Authority of India, your security, your transport of goods. All this may come or may not come into your life. Like, for example, somebody of you may build an airport. You will need it. Others will not need it. Now, when it comes to regulations, what I believe is instead of studying this whole syllabus, chicken, which is like it will take 2 or 3 years just to read once. You can just go to DGCA website, EGCMA, Sara, everything is there. Have you seen my Gati video? If you are good at
Yes.
regulation, you will know to that level. Okay. But does anybody needs it to be so good at regulations? No. What we aim in regulations is we will study as less as possible. We will not omit syllabus. We will omit syllabus which are not being asked in the exam. Why? Because regulations exams, you study, you go to the exam, you vomit in the exam, you come out and you forget. Nobody can remember memory points forever in life, right? So whenever you want, you can always go back on the EGCA website and read about the regulation if you want it. If you think you have crossed your hours in a uh, airline and you want to report it, then you have to go through that regulations and carefully see, okay, what airline meant and what you meant and what is the actual regulation. That is how regulations work in day to day life. And of course, all the regulations, rules of air, colors of taxiway, runway, lightings, it will be a photographic memory as soon as you start flying. Yes or no? You don't need to remember it, remember it. You don't need to revise everyday regulations in life. But you need to study. If you're doing a VOR approach once in a while, you have to open a VOR and see, oh, is understood? Or how to do instrument flying using a VOR? Yes, you have to go through once in a while. But not regulations, is my opinion. Okay. So that is the reason the syllabus of doctorate piloting is unique in regulations. We are not going to teach everything that is there in regulations. We are not going to follow standard books like, see, I really appreciate R.K. Bali, sir. It is a very good book. But my syllabus will be a bit different. For example, I have added 2 or 3 more chapters. Know your runway chapter in my classes, right? And I have added a lot of topics in human factors in detail. So once again. So thing is, what I'm saying is regulations, we have a style. Now, the point is, can we score 100 in regulations? Almost not possible. Can we score 100 in navigation? I promise one day we will score. Our highest has been 97. I promise one day we will score 100 in navigation. I want one of you to have that luck. See, 97 तक मैं लेके जा सकता हूँ, but वो 3 marks ना luck के ऊपर डिपेंड. ठीक है. DGCA का जो भी क्वेश्चन पेपर है ना, the answers which will be given at the back end also should be right. And because they are also human beings, sometimes it may not also match. I'm not blaming DGCA for that. There may be some papers, where human error did not occur from their side and human error will not occur from our side. That is a perfect, thing I'm looking for. Waiting since 2 or 3 years. How many of you agree to this? Yes. But why don't I promise like 100 in regulations? Because it is vast and anything can be asked, right? How many of you are in regulations group? Like, what were the highest marks in recent times which we were scoring?
94.
94.
94.
Back to back 94. Yes. This attempt, what was the highest? Niharika is here. No, 92. Even this attempt. Okay. So, the regulations is the least we study. And moreover, like once you study one chapter, it should already be there in your mind. You should not like go back and study. You just don't need anything. You don't need to read any theory for regulations in my classes. Just listen to the class and then practice books, practice questions. Okay, we will use standard books like RK Bali and anything. We are building a website called epilot.in where you can practice a lot of questions and it will be free and open for everything. And if there is an explanation needed to be, you can see me explaining every question. We are building a website which will take 6 months. I have to solve everything, every question again for you and record it and to do this website. That will also be useful. So anything, because that question came, na, like your classes are not up to date. So anything you want to say to me?
Sir, there are
No, sir.
apart from anything else, I just wanted to say just 2 points. First point is the as far as the recorded classes are going on, not everybody, like at times I feel like listening to the class twice. And at times in the class, I can't ask you, sir, tell me everything once again. There, when I have the recorded class, I can repeat it how many number of times I want. And even then, after I have any doubt, I will rather have it in WhatsApp group or I'll directly ask you in the question in the class.
In the
That
class.
is one advantage what I felt personally. Second thing is, as far as regulations are concerned, I can't remember, like I am good with numbers. If you give me a math problem, I am happy. But as far as theory is concerned, I don't remember the memory points. Memory points, I said, what is NX1, what is NX16? The way you told or the way you explained in the class, I just did not feel like reading it. I just need to remember the story. that you have told. That is the only reason I quit that the previous school what I joined and directly came to you. Even if the money is not, I was like, fine, it's okay. So
Thanks for saying things. First thing, here I have a poor memory myself. People may think, this guy has done his MD from so and so very good hospital, DNB, post graduation. I meant to get there, I had to score really good ranks. But being an average student myself, I developed, these things which anybody can do and score, be excellent. Even if you think, you have to score in IIT below 100 rank, that is possible. I'm an example when it comes to medicine. So that is the reason where average, below average student will come and say to me, no, sir, I am an average student. Sir, can I do these exams? No problem at all. How many of you feel it is right? How many of you think you are average students and you are doing excellent in these classes? See, so that is what I mean. Okay, that is how these ground classes are designed. Is designed. Here, first thing, what was it? Here, see, initially we used to do all live classes only. See, for me, how easy it would be just to do live class, and then I will to say over with. Our structure is designed in such a way I made it perfect over time. So this is the reason we score very good marks in. I mean, you are in, your previous batch students how they scored, right? Fine here. I'll post this on YouTube. If anybody has a negative review, you can call me, text me. I will add that negative review also. The point is, if there is something Dr. Vamshi can correct and become better, I want to do it. Okay, fine. I'll